We'll be here on this date at this time. Everyone can. Okay.
So if one of them doesn't show up in the next meeting, so we can potentially delay the start of the meeting.
Well, Ann won't be here.
I didn't know that you were waiting for.
I can call the orders.
Yeah, because, you can, call a meeting to order, with the pledge of allegiance, then it's a roll call. And then you know that you believe what they are from the next second minutes.
How many do we need? One more?
Yeah. 10 minutes, it's not here. Kevin.
It's been about 2 hours
Yeah,
trying to find the person that spray painted the back of the garage. I didn't find them.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I had wore my detective. I heard
Yay!
You didn't announce that.
Welcome,
It's kind of a welcome.
Come on down. Well, we
Who
almost
else did
did
have
have
a
one.
quorum?
Oh, all right.
You are the quorum, thank you.
There was a lot of texting and email going on, like there's gotta be something exciting going
A
on.
little bit of a panic, we're fine, we got this, no
All right.
worries.
I do have to leave early.
That's okay.
I'm gonna leave at 6:30. I got a hard stop.
We lost
Isn't
Doug.
there
That's
a,
okay.
is there a planning commission?
No, it's one.
Let's,
Let's
oh wait,
Speed,
yeah,
let's
I,
speed run it.
There we go.
Call to order the Middleville DDA meeting for Wednesday, November 5th at 9:30. We'll do the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alrighty, we will do a roll call, please, Cassie.
Justine King,
Here.
Sherry DeGraff, Trevor DeGroot,
Here.
Tim Densham,
Here.
Casey Haney,
here,
Eric Schaefer,
Here.
Kevin Smith, Ann Alberg.
Beautiful. I would take a motion to approve the agenda as printed.
I can make a motion to approve the agenda as printed.
I'll support.
Motion with support. Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Moving on to the consent agenda, which includes the DDA meeting minutes for October 7th and the approval of the bills as of October 29th for $15,187.39.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll support it.
Motion with support, and we will have a roll call, please.
Casey Haney,
Yeah, I,
Eric Schaefer,
Yes.
and, Ann Alberg. Tim Densham,
Approved?
Trevor DeGroot.
Aye.
Justine King.
Yes. Moving on to public comments. Seeing none, reserve time, none, old business, none. Diving right into new business, 2026 meeting schedule. So Rhonda presented a proposal for our meeting schedule for 2026.
So it would be very similar to what was proposed last year. This does not have a meeting schedule for December. It's what the board has typically done. Certainly that can be changed. The two dates that you notice in August and November are not on a Tuesday because there's conflicts, holidays, other options. So they've been proposed as, the following day of when we would typically schedule those.
Okay.
Does that
Does that work for everybody? Does anyone have any concerns?
Should we make a motion to approve the 2026 meeting schedule?
If everyone's good with it, if there's any comments, questions, or concerns.
It says we don't need a vote, we can just do general consensus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's good?
Sure.
Okay, beautiful. Moving to resolution 25-04. The board review and consider adopting this to authorize the village manager to execute limited year-end budget transfers for the DDA.
So I read this. What exactly is this?
So what this is for is that as we don't have a meeting scheduled for December, if for whatever reason, items such as events or other, areas, if we were to exceed a line item within one specified budget and needed funds to potentially be allocated accordingly, any of those committees that may meet after today could still continue to go forward and, expend funds accordingly.
So I can spend money, but Craig's gonna be the one to.
He's gonna be the one to be authorized to,
Yeah.
modify the line item. So if there wasn't sufficient funds within like the events category, that this would allow for him to remove those funds. I don't anticipate this being a need, but this is really a security blanket.
Yeah.
As we don't have a meeting scheduled in December,
So
so
it is.
the
At
next
his
45
discretion.
days, anything could happen.
Makes sense.
I would entertain a motion if anybody wants to make one, or.
Make a motion to, vote to approve resolution 25-04.
Support it?
Motion with support. Any further discussion on that? All right, we'll do a roll call, please.
Trevor DeGroot, Eric Scheper,
Yes.
Tim Dencham,
Approved.
Casey Haney,
Aye.
Justine King.
Yes. All right. Moving on to resolution 25-05, recommendation to adopt amendment number 2 to the DDA development and TIF plan.
So this has been in the works for a little over a year now, actually. And for any of you board members, that, haven't been here this whole time, that the most recent reiteration, what I will say is that there were some updates related to names and, contextual information from the previous draft that was presented at the last meeting. But, staff is recommending that the DDA board adopt resolution 25-05 approving of amendment number 2 to the amended and restated tax incremental financing and development plan and forward the approved amendment to the village council for consideration and adoption by ordinance following required public hearing. So for this, just for anyone, if this was to be approved today, the village council will later schedule a public hearing and then they would act on that, at that public hearing. I can discuss this in a lot of detail because there's a lot here, but I don't know interests, comments, questions, or concerns, anything you would like me to elaborate on. But, this is how the DDA is currently funded, where, all of our dollars come from is, from the TIF plan.
So this is kind of like a millage renewal. You have to have,
Yeah,
the
so,
board has to say, yes, we are going to continue to fund via TIF.
so absolutely. So the little bit of back history, in 2003, the DDA was originally established for utilizing these tax dollars to maintain or increase the taxable valuation because the village had seen a decrease in, the livelihood of the downtown since the early to mid 80s.
Yep.
So ideally, we were trying to figure out what we can do to continue to increase or generate that. So we maintained to capture that increment since 2003. That's what our annual budget was. So like if this was to not be adopted, each of the taxing jurisdictions, would no longer contribute to the DDA.
That seems like it's a pretty important document.
So we would lose out on.
We just go home
opportunities
tonight.
for
Yeah.
We're done.
Some of these jurisdictions,
I
yes.
got my Tuesday afternoons.
I'd make a motion to vote to approve resolution 25-05.
Support.
All right, motion to adopt resolution 25-05 approving amendment number 2 to the amended and restated tax increment financing and development plan and for the approved amendment to village council for consideration and adoption by ordinance following a required public hearing with support. Any further discussion?
Could you repeat that?
No. We'll do a roll call, please, Kathy.
Got it. Tim Dencham.
Approved.
Trevor DeGroot.
Aye.
Casey Haney.
Aye.
Eric Schaefer.
Yes.
Justine King.
Yes. All right. Moving forward into sponsorship packet 2026. This is something that Cassie's been working on.
Yeah, you gotta wait still.
Oh, yeah?
Aye.
There you go.
Here we go. Okay, so this is the sponsorship packet, so this is kind of like a rough draft. I've been slowly working on this, and going based off of feedback that I've received from like current participants in our sponsorships for 2025, and going based off of those feedbacks, and also the feedback that I've gained from like some of our smaller businesses here, and kind of really took those comments, and concerns to heart and tried to make a sponsorship packet that kind of gives a little bit more value, but is also at a price point that it's more achievable for our smaller businesses here who could really benefit from the benefits in these packages. And, obviously, our 2020, our sponsors are incredibly important, in funding our events, and keeping things moving here, in ways that our community is looking towards. I am requesting that the DDA board review and either approve the 2026 sponsorship packet for implementation beginning with the 2026 event season, or move it to committee level for additional review and feedback before approval.
Do we have a sponsorship program right now?
Yes.
All right. What's with the Western theme?
So, Middleville, as you know, our symbol, our symbol is a stagecoach. So I tried to kind of stick with that theme, as that is kind of the heart and symbol of Middleville.
Gotcha. Just asking. I don't think Wild Wild West when I think of Middleville, so I just was like, all right, what's going on here? We have a stagecoach, so we're going Western. All right, got it.
Yeah, I really like him, so. I can make a motion to approve the 2026 sponsorship packet.
I'll support.
Motion with support. Any discussion?
Do we have sponsors right now then? I mean, for this year?
Yep, so our sponsors for this year include, all three banks, so Thornapple Credit Union, High Point Bank, Community West, and we also have, Kellogg Community College as well,
Be healthy.
and Be Healthy Berry County.
All right.
Okay. Any more discussion? For some reason, this says roll call vote. I wouldn't, but it says it, so we'll do it, okay?
We'll do it.
Doesn't hurt.
Probably because there's, money listed on here.
Oh, okay.
No, the
I was like, we're not
beach board is
spending
not
money, but-
spending funds.
Okay, fair.
And we'll go ahead and do a roll call. If there are no comments, questions, or concerns. Nope. Eric Schaefer,
Yes.
Trevor DeGroot,
Aye.
Casey Haney,
Aye.
Tim Dencham,
Approved?
Justine King.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, moving on to final item in new business, November, December regular bills payment authorization. So it looks like we are just looking to pre-authorize payments for November and December, since we will not have a meeting through the end of this year.
That's correct. That these are all anticipated based on, perceived, costs, along with some potential tentative numbers, from the outstanding events and budgets that have been suggested before the board in accordance with those events. Be more than happy if there's any questions about any of these, proposed numbers. I know to go into greater detail, but
I think I've asked this before, but how much is this Williams and Works? Is that a monthly?
No, so this, that's part of, we contract them. We contract them for each individual plan. So what this number is that this is the, remaining balance from the TIP plan.
Gotcha.
Which the board approved a little earlier.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, no, we only pay them based on the services that we've requested them to render.
Any other questions about that? Anyone want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to pay the, bill authorization.
Support.
Motion to approve pre-authorizing the payments of regular bills for November, December with support. Any further discussion? And another roll call, please.
Trevor DeGroot.
Aye.
Tim Dungeon.
Approve.
Casey Haney.
Aye.
Eric Schaefer.
Yes.
Justine King.
Yes. All right, that settles new business. Moving into the director's report. Douglas?
So absolutely, so staff and operations, primarily, finalizing year-end tasks. As you're noting from this meeting, budget perspective, we did receive that additional, 10,750, grant funds from the RAP grant. Beyond that, the Wi-Fi installation, that's been up and going. That the design committee met earlier, this week, I'll let others, if interested, highlight on that. But, I'm working on items, related to that, our streetscape improvements we should be seeing soon. And, yeah, good amount of other things going on, in this report, I don't think there's any questions, anything you'd like me to elaborate on, comments, concerns. And also, we did go over the marketing planner that documentation was attached at the last meeting. But certainly if anyone has comments, questions, would like to discuss further, just let me know. Because we'll be working, that'll be another proposal for a consultant to potentially work on next year.
Beautiful. Anything else for Doug? Lovely. Community Development Coordinator report. Cassie? How was that?
So this is my report for, November, though I have the wrong date on the date, so I do apologize for that. It says October 7th instead of November 5th. Is there any comments, questions, or concerns about my information?
No, nothing. Nothing else? Everyone else good? Feeling great? Okay. Thank you for that. Making it really easy on you guys tonight. All right. Included also in your packet is informational items, the village manager's report, revenue and expense report as of October 31st and September's bank reconciliation. Opening it back up to public comments. Okay, hearing none. DDA board member comments.
Thanks.
We will slide down to Casey.
If I can make one comment too.
Oh,
Mr.
just
Farrell.
getting back.
Sorry, in relation to the manager report, just one thing I want to make mention of when it talks about like the downtown snow removal.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of talked about this previously, we heard it from the consultant that the DDA can't directly fund, maintenance projects. If this was something that the DDA, was possibly doing, it would have to be part of like some transformational project, it would have to be some aspect of something, different, so that would be something that the committee would have to explore, but it would not be, just applying the sidewalks, we wouldn't be able to fund that.
Yes, beautiful.
So we're gonna go with this current plan, which is Kevin goes out with a snow blower and blows everything.
It seems.
So, but we could
Could
fund
be a board
something,
member that's not present.
we could fund something such as heated sidewalks as an improvement
So
to.
that's possible, but that's pretty expensive too. Well, far more expensive, you know, that there certainly are communities that we could look into, you know, those options, that's very plausible. But if there was, like, the design committee was working on, you know, something, you know, in regards to the streetscape improvements, you know, that this could possibly be part of that, you know, transformational project, but we would really have to brainstorm in regards to, you know, what it is that we're trying to achieve and, you know, how that works. But, you know, the cost is also,
You know, for most of these years, it really doesn't make any difference because we hardly have any snow. But the forecast this year, because it's so warm, Lake Michigan's just gonna dump snow on us. So we're gonna have like a traditional winter, and then that will be an important thing, being able to get that snow out of there. There's something going on with snow between the two.
She's like, I can't wait, and I'm like, I'm not leaving my house.
That's the whole reason I'm on my phone looking
Yeah.
at Amazon. I've got a snow blower being delivered to the township. And I don't want him to put it back on the truck.
The truck.
So I don't know how long we can get it back anyway.
All right,
It's fine.
but yeah, so early
Okay.
next year, we can start talking about if there's interest.
Okay, beautiful. All right, Casey, you're up. Wants to share what's going on in your days in your world.
Yeah, so lots have been going on with the, event committee. We have I think Cassie put flyers out for the Christmas on the River for everyone, Thursday and then Saturday. We are having a parade in the evening this year.
I saw that, love that.
Just been trying to hand out the flyers, get people signed up for the parade. I think we have 4 or 5 people as of right now signed up for the parade. But yeah.
Lions.
Oh, yeah, and, Doug and I did go to the Lions meeting last night. We talked things over because they thought that we were trying to push them out for like the events. But honestly, like I told them and Doug told them, like, I honestly didn't know like what they did versus what we did versus like what Rotary did, you know, I'm still learning, so.
For sure.
Talk to them about that, kind of laid things out. I think they're gonna come to our meeting next week for event committee, hopefully, and then, am I missing anything?
did the Lions Club do their, again, the guy doesn't know anything about it, Millville. Does the Lions Club do something on their own then, that's not like the regular Christmas parade, or?
No, so apparently they normally plan it,
Oh.
the parade. Well, I didn't know that, and we just started to have our committee meeting and like start to plan it
Gotcha.
and like get the permits in, and
And no one was there on behalf of the Lions?
no.
Oh,
Well, I didn't know like that they were supposed to be there,
oh, yeah.
like there wasn't like any direct.
Just
Gotcha.
miscommunication.
I can
Sure.
provide some more
Probably told
details
them that
too.
we're trying to commandeer the entire thing.
Yeah,
'Cause I know we
And
have-
that's not the way it was.
yeah.
Definitely, okay.
Mhm. So,
No, fair.
but yeah, but I think we're all on the same page now,
Beautiful. Thanks for resolving this.
so, yeah, and I'm just trying to think if you have any volunteers, I will be making a sign up for barricades, so.
Mhm. Yeah. Beautiful. Awesome. Eric?
Talked to the Rotary Club at the board meeting on Tuesday, and they are willing to prepare the hot dogs. I gave Cassie a kind of a not to exceed, that number changed from when I gave it to you. I added a few more things, onions, and I don't know,
Oh,
just things that people might want. For 400 hot dogs, it's probably not gonna exceed $175. You know, that's a lot of hot dogs. So the Rotary Club will prepare those. We will prepare those within the township hall in the entryway, or distribute them there. And hopefully that'll be a good draw for the M37 corridor businesses that want to do crafts in the township hall. The township board meeting is Monday. I don't expect there's going to be any issues with opening up the township hall for the DDA for this event. Normally, we don't have it open to anybody, but, you know, the DDA is not a private entity, and so, yeah. I don't anticipate an issue with it. It is on the agenda for approval.
Awesome, perfect, great. Jen?
All right, do you need my crazy store for this?
I would love for you to hang them up in your store.
No, you were talking about using the space.
Yes, so Thursday is the day of the market, and we would really love to use your space, so that way our vendors are
Okay.
not out in the cold.
Gotcha. Even though my bathroom situation is sketchy.
Yes.
Never been in there, it is sketchy. I'm working on it, but it
We
is,
can direct individuals to use the bathrooms right here.
okay,
behind the
gotcha,
shop.
all right. Yeah, so if you're cool with that, then.
Any potential renters, disregard that comment.
Oh, yeah, we'll get it fixed. And I do have a potential renter, but, we're just not quite there yet, so. And so another topic, been talking to Doug, and, because I'm the new guy, I'm wondering about looking at the possibility of what we could do under the guise of the DDA to kind of bring the village and the township as far as what makes sense to work together as far as facilities and things like that, like a bigger long-term thing. I do know that the library, people want to have their own library, but having its own library by itself seems real expensive. So to me, in my mind, a consolidation of like lots of different places into one building might make sense.
It might make sense. I would have to make that make sense to the residents that would have to fund that. Right
Yeah.
now, we completely own that building. If we went and constructed something new or did something different, that's gonna be, I mean, that goes right back to the taxpayers.
Yep.
Right now, it costs them nothing
Yeah.
except for utilities to have us there. And also when you move, it's not just the cost of the building, it's all, you know, we probably not take our 1980s vintage furniture with us. We would probably want to replace that also.
No, take it.
So it would be pretty costly to move.
Yeah.
And it costs us nothing as is.
Right.
I made you know, there's a potential that, the township hall it's a atomic bomb shelter. It is constructed so well that when we purchased that building, the inspector came out and asked, how many stories do you want to go up? You can go up at least 2. So, I mean, if maybe the village wanted to move up there,
Yeah.
you know,
That's the kind of things I was thinking about. So
That's,
I'm
you know-
trying to put some ideas together. I just thought I would use this opportunity to like plant that seed.
Plant the seed, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Beautiful.
and there's some interesting things to do with real estate that might be a possibility to raise some of the funds. So anyhow, that's all I got.
Perfect. Perfect.
Don't have anything.
Wow, so easy. All right, well, look at us. Okay, so the only thing I will add is that the design committee did meet on Monday. Sherry was there and Megan Lavelle was there and Doug and Cassie. I don't remember, it's a blur. But anyway, we chatted and we have some direction. I guess we just it was more workshoppy. We got some direction going on some things. I would encourage all of you to pay attention to those meetings and come, because this is gonna be a lot of changes potentially, or you know what I mean? Good things, but more input the better. So just me and Sherry.
Today's meeting,
What?
today's meeting.
Oh, and today, I forgot about that. See, I'm telling you. Earlier today, we met with the CEO of MEDC.
Oh,
He
yeah.
came in and, said hey to us and said we're doing a great job, honestly, which was great to hear from him with all of his.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
What's EDC?
MEDC is the,
Michigan Economic Development Corporation.
okay, corporation. I always say, council.
Yeah.
But yes, so, we work with them on a lot of things. We've been working with them for many years, so, it was kind of cool because the CEO doesn't really get out to small communities often, so kind of a big
I
deal.
wasn't trying to put a giant battery plant,
Right,
but, to come
there was
out here
no
and not
conversation
that.
about that, so we're in the
He's
clear.
probably very happy about that.
Yeah, it was a good conversation, so we did have that earlier today. So that was nice to bring everyone together. But yeah, otherwise, I don't remember if I have to say anything else, so we're gonna call that good, and I would take a motion.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Motion with support. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Beautiful.
Surprises.
Kept it going.
No, it's been.
I said, I'll talk about it.
It's like-
We had that, we had a building on the market for extremely long.
Lions, I can't.
We wanted.
So they told me you're both out.
Yeah, beautiful building, long.
That's fair, that's fair.
So I got
Time.
H&M,
not
See
Yeah,
ya.
37.
NDA, Coca-Cola, our animal.
I hate to sound quick, but I gotta
We
go.
had it on the market
Yeah.
for years.
Will do.
Didn't get anything.
Yeah.
We're good.
One was
Likewise, we
even
got plumbing,
interested
TNT.
So.
Designer,
you know,
I know.